Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are here with the one, the only. She's rocking like a one-shoulder number, Miss Sarah Fraser.
Well, David, you have on this like gorgeous shirt that's in this. I love the tan color with pineapples on them. I mean, isn't the pineapple like the universal swingers, like monikered? Or don't you always keep a pineapple outside your house or a pineapple door knocker and it means you're like a swinger? You're down for like anything. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Well, Teresa Jayudaiche, she loves her pineapples and she says it makes it all taste good. No, listen, yesterday was a hot day in the Hamptons, and today in the Hamptons is such a cold, brisk, like I love a little fall day in the Hamptons. Love it. I'm happy today.
What are you doing? Have you got like you and I, I had last week off. I take mental health weeks, unlike Mr. Yantif, who never wants to take a break. So I haven't talked to you in like 10 days. How have you been? What have you been doing? Pumpkin patches? Have you been out on any sexy dates? I mean, what has Mr. Yantif been up to?
And by the way, everyone listening doesn't even know that Sarah took a week off because we taped it accordingly. Well, what I've been up to is I love the fall in the Hamptons, but what I've been up to is, you remember last time we spoke, I had a bone to pick with you because you use my native headlines and you do scan. I have another bone to pick with you.
Tell me, because people love. Okay, go on. People love
Sarah.
Yeah.
When you talk about me and you put my name in the headline of your show and
Yeah.
you do an expose, you might think you're being all cute and you walk to the edge of the stage and you turn on your microphone. You're not a showman. You're a bitch.
Okay, Dorit, I'm sorry. And I love how EJ just said, I wasn't thinking at the time. Oh my God.
I love a breaking of the fourth wall. And by the way, people don't realize like it's not real. Like they protect the housewives. Like I believe that
What do you mean?
look, I'm not taking anything away from Dorit. I just think they're feeding Dorit her season. They don't want to fire Dorit. She's a great housewife. I think they're feeding all of this. Dorit is just funny this season, and she was funny in the beginning. And I'm not criticizing her or taking anything away from her. I just think they're feeding her good. Look, the confessionals, they guys, they feed you lines. I just think they're feeding her good, funny stuff. She's having some great confessional moments, and that's no shade because who cares, right? That was classic. That was classic where she's like, that's not a showman. That's a bitch. It was great, right? I mean,
She did the like head bob that EJ did with her like pigtails or whatever. I mean, it is okay. So I know you did like a whole breakdown on your Patreon of episode 1 of RHOBH this new season.
Let's do it. I mean, I could talk about it forever.
Look, I mean, it is like to me the marquee of all the Housewife franchises. I loved it. I was a little disappointed with the Eagle Woman scene. It was like, what the fuck was Eagle Woman supposed to be doing? Like, wasn't she supposed to be doing like a seance or a ceremony? Or aren't we supposed to smoke peyote? Like, what was it? I'm so lost. Like, she just seemed to mediate.
First of all, I'm obsessed with Eagle Woman. And excuse me, do not mention Eagle Woman without mentioning her apprentice, Blue Raven. Please put some respect, Sarah, on Blue Raven.
Okay. And Blue Raven. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wanted to like see what they were really going to do, but we never got to that part.
I was invited to a watch party by somebody that I'm now friends with, who I don't want to mention because it's an upcoming guest of this podcast. And I hate to mention things ahead of time, but it was hosted by somebody who's coming up that is tied to Beverly Hills Housewives. And the surprise guest was, it was not a surprise guest. Eagle Woman was making an appearance, but I can't be in the Hamptons. So I could have gone to a watch party with the one, the only Eagle Woman. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Eagle Woman. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Me too. She was great on the show. Like I loved the whole presence, that scene was like a little boring for me, but this whole season, like we've said, they're rich. Sutton has so much money. She's bought this horse. It's been revealed that Sutton gets $300,000 a month in alimony from her ex-husband for the rest of her life. Can y'all imagine getting 3.6 million every year? No, wait, is that taxed by the government? Your alimony is taxed, right?
Yeah. So,
All right. So after
but still factor in then. I mean, listen, no shade to Sutton. We've been to the Sutton store. That probably makes some money, but not 3.6 million.
not
And factor in the Beverly Hills salary. So Sutton's like what in the fours? She's in like the fours per year.
look, Sutton, get those coins, Sutton. I mean, we could all be so lucky to be with a guy. I mean, what a divorce. You know, most of the time you end in divorce, you're the one, like, you're giving up a bunch of stuff and it's an emotional mess. Not Sutton. Like, I mean, Sutton came out with a TV show and $300,000 a month alimony. Could you imagine, Mr. Yontef? Oh my God, you and I would be like crazy.
Don't make me depressed. Listen, how rich is Sutton Stracke is the question of the hour. Listen, a lot of people didn't love this episode. I'm with you. Everyone knows that I have blinders on. I'm blinded by money. I love money. I'm honest. I can't help it. I feel this is what I loved Bling Empire. This is what I want to see. I love Selling Sunset because it's rich people buying houses. I love seeing filthy rich on TV. That is just me. So I do agree with you. To me, this is the gold moniker of it didn't start out this way. We didn't really have like Beverly Hills it was Atlanta and even New York. I fought for New York for so many years. Every time I was asked what my favorite franchise was, I said, it's what I know. I'm single. Everyone in New York is single. I understood the Luann and the Sonia and the drinking, and New York was I defended it to the nth degree, but I agree with you. Beverly Hills is my gold standard of a franchise just because it's like I'm swayed by the money. I can't help it. I'm honest with you guys, right?
I mean, we have opening scenes now. We're setting the scene of Kyle and Mauricio's decline in their relationship. P.S. I felt personally attacked for Kyle Richards and Teddy Mellencamp's Watch What Happens Live appearance when Kyle sat there and said to Andy goes, do you want to clear up any rumors? And she said, yes, one. I want to speak to all the people who think this is fake. You are ignorant. And I thought, oh, Miss Richards coming for me. How dare I question?
Now, Sarah, darling, out of the millions and millions of people in the entire world, there have been articles about Kyle Richards and Mauricio calling this fake. You believe, I'm just asking, I'm not giving you shade. You believe on Watch What Happens when the melon ball paused for a minute and Kyle turned to the camera and said she has a problem with all the people calling this fake. You think she was talking to you?
Yes, I do. I do.
I'm just asking. I'm not giving shade, guys.
Kyle, I love you. We met you at Homeless Not Toothless. I took it personally. I don't think it is wrong to question anyone in Hollywood. I'm sorry, Hollywood is manufactured. These reality shows, some of them, it is these people's real lives, and it is a lot of their real drama. I mean, it is true that Kyle and Mo are separated, but I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with questioning